Hello everybody, it's me, Invisible Creeper 3, back here with another video, and today we're going to be dropping Faulty Splits 20 times. Now, Faulty Splits is a location on the Chapter 4 Fortnite map located southeast. Now, even though it's in the middle of nowhere, this place is usually packed with people, so get your snacks and drinks and prepare for Faulty Splits 20 drops. Now, game number 1 was pretty much my first time dropping into Faulty Splits, so I had no idea where all the good drop spots were. In this game, I decided to land at the restaurant. Eventually, I saw two people fighting in the distance and decided to third party and take the Cypher PK skin out. After wandering around for a little bit and collecting some loot, I found myself a lynx in the river and decided to kill her with a machine SMG. Eventually, a default wandered a little too far from his home and came face to face with me in my box. Alas, he was a brave soldier, and he died with honor. After leaving Faulty Splits with an upgraded machine SMG, I found myself a loot llama. Out came a chug cannon, a ton of heals, and a ton of mats and ammo. I was set for the rest of the game. I would have to use those mats because I was suddenly jumped in the snowy area and left at 50 HP. Eventually, after getting two minis off, he tried to push into my box, and using my thunder shotgun and machine SMG combo, I was able to barely kill him. Now we're in the final circle with 3 people left. I have pretty good mats, health, ammo, and everything, but I'm on the low ground and Storm is right behind me. As Storm pushes in, I'm forced to edit out of my box and as a result take a lot of damage from above. And as I'm trying to get to a safer place, one of the remaining players edits a window dealing massive damage to me. And as I'm trying to get to a better place, I slip on the ice and die to Storm. But third place isn't bad for the first game. Game number 2, I land at the area with houses, which is usually the more packed part of Faulty Splits. And as I'm looking around on one of the roofs, I'm shot at from behind and am left at 1 HP. After finding some heals at a nearby shack, I go to revive my teammate who was downed in the heat of battle. Luckily, there was a shield keg in the shack, so we were able to replenish our shield with it. After venturing on a little further, I was lucky enough to find a purple shotgun in a box, so I used the key I had gotten earlier to unlock it. And even though they're not the best, I was able to find a purple red eye through this chest. Eventually, we found our way to Frenzy Fields, where I did unspeakable things with a car and an NPC. As we moved towards Circle, we found some people, and of course, had to kill them. After that, we were in a fight, and eventually Storm overtook us, so we were forced to run. Unfortunately, Storm was too fast for us, and we ended up getting third place for game number 2. Honestly, I just have a really good feeling about game number 3. I think we're gonna win this one. Oh, and I'm dead. Don't worry though, game number 4 was a good one. I got a ton of kills in this game. Storm does overtake us in this game, but we don't die in it. My cause of death is very different. First off, my teammate is double teamed by these two players, and I'm only able to take out one with my rocket. Okay, I want you to tell me how this doesn't kill this guy. I see him in the distance, he runs in the bush, so I shoot my rocket, and it just doesn't take any damage. Like, how does this work? I don't last that much longer, though. While I'm picking an augment, he breaks in through the roof of my box and kills me with his machine SMG. I'm just gonna be straight up with you, I just don't last long this game. Now, game number 6 was played in Arena, and let me tell you, Faulty Splits was packed. I mean, just look at how many people are landing here. I landed at the little apartment, which is usually a go-to for me, and we started killing. And as I was attempting to heal with minis, a player pushed into my box, and I don't know how, but he just phased through my box, and he didn't last much longer. Game number 7, I decided to land at one of the nearby shacks, and I did what everybody does when they first drop in. Find a house and get some guns. I even found myself a big chest, and when I opened it, got myself some more heals. After leaving my shack, I found someone on a wolf, and I honestly don't know what they were trying to do, but they definitely did not succeed. I also found this person healing in a shack, and it only took one shot of my shotgun to kill him. But I was still bloodthirsty, and as I saw a player in the distance, decided to push him with full force. I did have the high ground, but not for long, because we shot my builds down and we were able to hit each other for quite a bit. While he was trying to heal, he left one of the walls in his box open, so I was able to swiftly take the wall. But while I was going in to finish him off, he was able to sneak around me and kill me with his pistol. Game 8 started out by me killing this poor guy who was just looking for a gun. I killed a few more people and started farming some mats like I normally do, until my teammate went down, and as we went to reboot him, we were attacked. But by the time I finished rebooting him, all the enemies were dead. Then we went on to find the location until we eventually found people on this bridge. As I was in the box, an enemy player attempted to break in, and I was able to hit him for 120 damage, but unfortunately he got away before I could kill him. A little while after that, my teammate got down, and as I went to go revive him, I didn't realize there was an enemy player on his body, and he was able to take both me and my teammate down. Now it's a 1v3, and this is not looking very good at all. As he attempts to heal with the shield keg, the remaining 3 players push him, and well, I think you know how this ends. Now, game number 9, I decided to land at these 2 apartments here, and after finding a couple guns, take out this player. After that, I find a llama, so of course I take it out for a nice chug cannon and some mats. After that, I found another player, and of course I have to kill him. As I go towards the gas station, I see another player who unfortunately runs away with a shockwave hammer, but I have one too, so I'm able to track him down and kill him. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I kind of feel bad for this guy. Like, he was just trying to get away. Now we're fighting in the storm, which is never a good idea. I did have to hammer away though, because I had sustained a lot of damage, and if I tried to fight him, I probably would have died to storm. To make it even better, another guy decided to push me, so I had to shockwave away again. Here I decided to third party these 2 people. I kill one, miss my shot, and then fight the last guy in storm. Now it's a 1v1, and as I push this guy, I miss my shot. So my one chance is now gone. Let's see how this plays out though. I'm running from storm for practically the 100th time this game, and as I get shockwave hammered away, I knew I wouldn't last much longer. But second place isn't bad. Game number 10 starts out with me attacking this person, barely winning the fight, and after that, getting double teamed and killed. Game 11 starts with me landing at one of the houses farther away from the main part of Faulty Splits, and killing this innocent player. After that, I leave Faulty Splits to farm some mats. Cut to the end game, and I'm in a brick box with 4 people left and a ton of heals from fishing. Luckily, this game I was able to get and maintain high ground, so I had the general power position over the other players. Then this person built up, and as I dropped down on them, I missed my first shot, but I honestly don't think they noticed because I was able to take them out from above. Because of my high ground, I'm able to take out the second to last player, and as I drop down on the last player with no mats, I kill him for the first win of the video. And you know I had to hit that fake take the L, because why not? Game number 12, I landed at a house, got some weapons, and decided I would take a car out of Faulty Splits. The only problem is, a brick wall stopped my car from going anywhere. And to make it even worse, while I was putting a cow catcher on my car, I was shot at by another player and left at low health. I decided to go to the gas station looking for heals, but there were already people there. So, I decided to take a taxi out of the place. Then, I came to Anvil Square where I found a player just out of a fight. I was able to damage him a bit, but he knocked me back with his dub shotgun. Then, he used his shockwave hammer to knock me down, and somehow in some way I was able to kill him, revealing some of the best loot I've ever seen. And, of course, I had to hit that default dance. And it was certainly worth killing that man, because look at the loot I came out with. And I did a lot of walking this game. First, I was in the snowy area. Then, I killed this guy at Slappy Shores. Then, I took refuge in a brick box, but not for long, because now we're in the final circle with 4 people left, and 2 of them are very close to me. I decided to go to this guy's wooden box and take him out with my dub shotgun, but I don't survive much longer after that. Game 13, I found 2 llamas, which is pretty cool, but I didn't survive for very long. I didn't survive very long in Game 14 either. Game 15 is a win in my book. This guy was dropping and picking up his crown, and I was able to steal it from him. And then the funniest part is, he left the game. I should probably show the rest of Game 15. Anyway, I dropped in, got a gun, and I even opened one of the big chests. As I went to the area where someone was claiming the flag, I was able to take this guy out with my pistol, but just barely. Left low after that encounter, I decided to use my shockwave hammer to get away. But the second I touched the water, I was shot in the back. Game 16, I decided to land at this little hill with a chest on top, which I wouldn't usually recommend doing this unless you're going to the tower. And actually, let's talk about the tower. The tower is an unnamed location southeast of Faulty Spilts. It is really good for mats due to the fact that there are trees and rocks all around it. You can also get a ton of loot from fishing, and usually a big chest spawns like it did here. As you can see here, I'm farming some of the trees and rocks, and then suddenly a player from across the lake attacks me. Then, as I'm going for a better angle, he uses his shockwave hammer to push towards me. Because of high ground and having previously damaged him before, he runs away with his shockwave hammer and I'm unable to kill him. And then, while I was just farming mats, I was shot in the back with an Excalibur rifle and left at low health. And then while I was trying to heal, he pushed into my box and killed me. And you can tell I was mad because I immediately returned back to lobby. Game 17, this little house here was contested by 2 other people. So, I did what I had to do. Get a nice double kill with nothing but my pickaxe. Then, I decided to go fishing at a little pond near the house I landed at. And then I decided to do even more fishing by the tower. After running a bit from storm, I end up at the gas station when I spot a player shooting at someone in the distance. And I'm not sure how that Excalibur shot didn't kill him, but it somehow didn't. And then storm overtook us while we were fighting, and this guy must have been low because he actually died to fall damage. Eventually I outrun storm, and I end up by this bridge here, when I spot a player in the water. And while I'm focused on him, I'm shot with an Excalibur rifle shot from behind. And then this guy tries to get in the car and drives away, but the bridge gets in his way. And I don't really know what he was trying to do, but it didn't work because I went around to his box, and while he was healing, I killed him with my pistol. And this one's honestly on me, but while I'm healing in the open, and I get hit with another Excalibur rifle. And then, while I'm healing, my structure is set on fire. Then, I decided to get early high ground and good positioning by going on this hill before the other players get a chance to. And then, after setting up a small base, I see this player healing with a shield keg, but his wall is open, so I shoot a Excalibur rifle, but unfortunately, I'm hit with an Excalibur rifle myself. And while I'm reloading my gun, I'm pushed from the side, and I don't even notice. I'm hit for a lot of damage, and while I'm boxing up, am unfortunately killed with the Blasphemous Excalibur rifle. Game 18, I did the usual, drop in. But this game I got lucky, because I saw a legendary chest, and out of it came a legendary rocket launcher. Then I do what any normal person does and claim the location for a purple shotgun. This game I was lucky enough to get forecast, so I was able to see the next storm circle, and before I took refuge in this house, I farmed mats, and I farmed a lot of mats. This footage is sped up 4 times, and I'm still farming for a while. After getting max stone and max brick, I decided to camp in this house on the very edge of next storm circle. But I couldn't stay there forever because storm pushed me out. I was sort of able to get high ground this game, but because of how fast storm was and the fact that I was getting shot at from players ahead of me, it made a very sticky situation to be in, and I didn't last much longer. Game 19, I actually missed my drop, which is just a teeny bit embarrassing, but it's okay, because I went in the house and I found a legendary chest, which contained a Golden Thunder shotgun. I was pretty happy. Then, as I went into the main part of Faulty Splits, where the road is, I saw a person hide in a trash can. I don't think this has ever worked for anybody, and it certainly didn't work for this guy, because I killed him with 1 shot of my shotgun. I also kind of feel bad for killing this guy. He was just looking up at the sky. Then I noticed a player at the bowling alley part of Faulty Splits, and thinking he didn't notice me, decided to push. But he obviously noticed me because he was able to crack my shield. And then, dazzled by the sight of a purple burst, I was caught off guard by the same player hiding, and died. For game number 20, I landed at the apartments, and luckily found myself another legendary chest. This one containing a purple rocket launcher. At the time that this game was recorded, the Hoi Toy capsules were back in the game, so I was able to grab the Kamehameha and the Nimbus Cloud. After that, I found a player at the gas station / trailer park, and I tried to kill him with my rocket launcher. I wasn't able to kill him, but I was able to crack him, and while I was going for the kill, I was shot from behind by a third party. After that, I decided to be safe and Nimbus Cloud away, because I wanted to refrain from taking more damage and possibly dying. Then, I spent a little while of the game farming mats, preparing for the end game. After finally finding a shotgun, I decided to turtle up in a metal box until it turned into a 1v1. After the third player died, I seized my opportunity and pushed with my Nimbus Cloud to acquire the high ground. We immediately started fighting, and I thought to use my Kamehameha, but unfortunately, it didn't do very much. Then, he unexpectedly pushed me with his Nimbus Cloud, and because I wasn't ready, I took a hit. And then I foolishly shot a rocket, which caused my own builds to fall down, and for me to take just a little bit of fall damage. Then, with a rocket I honestly did not think was going to do anything, I managed to win the game, bringing my total win counter up to 2. And of course, I had to hit that default dance. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I spent a really long time making it between playing the games, editing it, and doing the voiceovers. So if you guys like this type of content, be sure to subscribe because I'm definitely making more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.